So about 2.5 years ago, my friend introduced me to this game called Subnautica. At the time, it was still in early access, and basically he said it was going to come out at the end of the year, and I was just like, yo bro, that sounds pretty dope, I'm going to get that game. And sure enough, later that year, I got it, and I slapped the disc back into my Xbox, because I was a complete freaking noob. I had a freaking Xbox, why freaking Xbox, bro, PC, Super Master Race. I opened up the game, got scared by a Reaper, and didn't play for a solid month. After watching some gameplay videos though on YouTube, I started to realize it was actually, like, a pretty fun game, so I started making videos on it basically on the YouTube channel I created called the Vetericator. So this is origin story time for the Vetericator here, guys. Yeah, I started making Let's Play videos on Subnautica, and not gonna lie, they were pretty boring and pretty cringy. You guys are lucky they are now privated. So I think it was around about 50 subscribers, I think, that I started to realize that my Let's Play videos were they weren't going too great. So I decided to move on to some more Subnautica content, because I still did enjoy the game a lot, but I was just like, hey bro, this isn't hitting. And at the time, the thing was kind of like, ooh, Subnautica Below Zero, bro, it's in early access, it's pretty freaking epic. So I was just like, yo bro, I gotta get onto this kind of crap. So I got Subnautica Below Zero. I tried my best to pump out update videos. The sad thing is that like my first 20 videos weren't even updates, because they weren't even in the experimental mode. So like, they weren't even freaking updates. I was basically just scamming people. It was literal clickbait. So once I realized experimental mode was a thing, I started actually making real update videos, and that's basically how my channel got from 50 subscribers to where I am right now. The only issue though is, which is probably what you guys came and clicked on this video for, is that it wasn't exactly as it seemed from an outside standpoint. I'll go over a couple channels now, and yeah. So I grinded for about, I think, a solid 100 update videos. I actually had a whole playlist which is now unlisted. This is probably going to be a one-timer only. I'll leave the link to the unlisted playlist down in the description in case any of you guys want to go check out my old Subnautica Below Zero videos. Basically, I started to come to realize that if I just continued grinding update videos, like for instance Aki, Awesome Crunch, Nate Plays, which by the way I'll get into Nate Plays in a second here. If I kept grinding those videos, once Subnautica Below Zero was over, or just Subnautica in general was a dead game, I was literally screwed. Like, there was nothing for me to make content on. And trust me, I tried. I literally made other gameplay videos, and they got nowhere close to the amount of views that I did on my Subnautica Below Zero videos. And you guys are probably thinking, bro, this is kind of like a you problem. I'm just going to click off this video now. Let me get into some other channels that are basically struggling with this as well. Because I'm not the only one, and I think almost every Subnautica channel in existence is having this issue, actually, except for freaking Insomnia, because he's a clickbait god. So the first channel we're going to start off with is Nate Plays. I have actually gotten the chance to talk to him quite a bit about YouTube, and he also made a TED Talk video on his channel, so if you guys want to check out that video, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description, and yeah. Basically, he actually started grinding before me, or actually, I don't really know about that, actually. I may be wrong about that. I started grinding update videos back all the way into the Sea Truck update, actually, which I think was like the first EA update for Subnautica Below Zero. Again, I wasn't doing experimental updates, but I was still grinding videos. But I talked to him about Subnautica Below Zero and stuff, and he actually he stopped doing this before me, because he started to realize the same thing I did, just earlier. And probably because he started earlier, to be honest, too. Basically, when you start grinding out those videos, you're basically presenting yourself as a Subnautica Below Zero channel, right? This isn't just for Subnautica Below Zero, to be honest. This is honestly for any update channel. As a true, for example, he's a Star Wars Battlefront 2 YouTuber. His channel isn't going so great ever since Battlefront 2 announced that they were no longer doing Battlefront 2 updates. But yeah, back on to Nate Plays, he is not doing great after his Subnautica Below Zero videos. He stopped doing them because he was worried if he kept doing them, basically his channel was going to die, and oh boy, it already happened. It's gone, bro, it's gone. Same with my channel though, so like, Nate Plays, if you're watching this, bro, no harm, just like, I'm just... But yeah, so we basically started to realize that games have a lifetime, and if you just keep grinding on those until they're dead, I don't want to start up a channel like freaking Toofty. He's a TF2 YouTuber. He was still making TF2 content. He's literally, all he does is TF2 content, and that game's like 13 years old, mate. Like, I don't even know how he's doing it, but like, congrats to Toofty for actually keeping his views up and keeping his channel lifespan on a literal dead game.
This is a bucket.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
So that's basically why he quit, and to be honest, that's basically why I quit too. And Aki, on the other hand, is a whole nother thing. Aki's channel is more dead than mine and Nate Plays. His channel, he has 100,000 subscribers, right? And Aki, no hate at all. I'm literally just solely looking at your channel analytics. Keep going, do whatever the f you want to do, bro. I really don't care. I personally think that you should... I like the idea of you moving on to other content, but yeah. We can tell he has 100,000 subscribers, and some of his Cyberpunk videos literally got less than 1,000 views. I don't know if you guys are thinking about it that way, but that's less than 1% of his subscribers watching that video. So to some of you that you're still like, oh, 600 views or whatever is still quite a bit, but it's really not, considering his subscriber ratio, and that's because he really presented himself as a Subnautica channel, which, to be honest, without Subnautica, I don't think he would be where he's at today. But then again, he may have ended up better if he had started with other content first. I don't really know. Aki, I have respect for you, dude. I'm not trying to freaking, you know, beef with you or anything. Why would I be beefing with you? What the f am I saying? Point taken, though. Subnautica channels don't end up well. Awesome Crunch, I mentioned him. I just want to cover him real quickly. His channel is dead. Or, well, actually, he posted a couple days ago, which kind of surprised everybody. I DM'd him, actually, not too long ago, just asking him kind of, like, whether or not he's gonna make a new video. And he was just like, yeah, one before Christmas, but he never did, so... He made one out, though, like, not too long ago, about the de-extinction mod, so, like, yeah, that's cool and all. But, yeah, his channel's dead as a rock, mate. And then Insomnia, on the other hand, we don't even have to talk about him, because his channel's thriving, because he's the freaking clickbait god. I really don't feel like having an argument in the comments over this. I can leave a link to a Discord server if you guys really want to argue about this. Also, I just want to make a quick mention. IGP, on the other hand, also kind of realized this. His channel analytics wasn't actually bad, but YouTube kind of made it seem like it was, because he was looking at his channel analytics, and you guys know how there's kind of like 2 out of 10 ratio. Whenever you make a video, basically, it shows it out of your past 10 videos. So, like, if it's 2 out of 10, that means it's like your second best video, and it's doing pretty good, you know? And it's supposed to keep people motivated, but at the same time, it can really freaking demotivate you. And that's what happened with IGP. He saw his below zero video. It still got, like, I think 500,000 views, which is insane. That's absolutely great for a game that's not even doing that well right now. And basically, he saw that it was 10 out of 10 on his analytics, and he was just like, bro, I'm done with Subnautica below zero. I'm moving on to other games, which I personally don't think that was the right choice for him. He was doing perfectly fine, actually. Probably the best out of any Subnautica below zero YouTuber out there. Honestly, though, Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero, especially for me, has been a really long ride. Probably for Aki, even Awesome Crunch, too. Like, I have mad respect for the both of them for even grinding this long. I can't remember if it was Awesome Crunch or Aki that started making Subnautica content first, but it doesn't really matter. Both of them started super early, and, yeah, it's the game's pretty good. I mean, what the f am I saying?